And welcome to another episode of Give Me a Minute. Although today I'm asking you to give me just that little bit more, okay? Because we want to get a little bit more in depth into what we should be doing with our bodies when it comes to doing Pilates or any kind of functional exercise. You need to be aware of what's happening throughout your body. All too often, okay, we think about what's happening in this section here because we usually have like shoulder aches or hip aches, or we need to work on our core, or a little bit of the six-pack which is not there, those kind of things. We forget about the appendicular skeleton, okay, which is your arms and legs. Now you can really enhance your exercising by just stretching out your arms and legs, okay? If you put your hand like this and you just let it flop, nothing's happening. But the moment you do this and you engage all of your muscles into here, it engages into your core. And likewise when it comes to your legs, you want to stretch those legs out, engage all the muscles, and you'll feel it working into the core. So why only do half the exercise? Well, generally it's because people are down on the floor and then they forget about what they should be doing with the arms and legs, because, well, if you're standing, you're looking at your feet, yes, they are far away from you, they are the furthest thing away from your eyes or your body, so we don't really think about them, okay? We can think about our hands because they're here and we use them in front of us the whole time, but our poor little feet get really neglected, and especially if you're an older person who might have been working in a corporate environment and had to wear shoes, those lace-up shoes, especially men, and you never really walked around using your feet, or women in high-heeled shoes, okay, getting a bit short there in the Achilles tendon, and your feet just don't work the way that they should. Well, this is the ideal opportunity to make sure that you are right from toe to top. So I'm going to teach you a couple of things just to do to set you up to make sure that your path through life, because of course these are the things that take you all the way through life, every single day of your life, okay, are in tip-top condition. So we're going to start off, first of all, we stand in a aligned position. So your aligned position, of course, means your feet are under your knees are under your hips, which is usually about a fist distance between your toes. Pull all the toes right up, stretch them up towards the ceiling, and then just placing them down one at a time onto the mat and settle yourself into all four corners of your feet. You don't want to pronate, bring your feet in and out like that at all. You want to get flat. You can imagine sometimes maybe it's a tripod with your heel at the back and the other two toes in the front. So settle yourself onto the tripod. Okay, so now we've got that. You don't want to lock your legs out either, so just lift the kneecaps up rather than locking legs backwards. Then we're going to do a little bit of toe work. So the first one is, and honestly I'm still working on this because my feet with my tendons are like a little bit a lot of the time. They're just not happy about working. Just pull your big toes up and then placing them down, then lifting all the little toes up into the air and placing them down, and then you want to keep your toes flat and then scrunch the top of your foot up towards the ceiling, okay, and stretch them out again and scrunch them up and then press them out. You've got to remember there's 26 bones in each foot and over 150 muscles and tendons and nerves, 20,000 nervous points, and they all need to be worked. And scrunching it right up again and spread your toes out. Now, you've done your toes, you want to get into the ankles. So pressing down into the ball of your foot, okay? Sometimes a little bit uncomfortable for those of you who might have been in high-heeled shoes. You put a lot of pressure on that ball of your foot. I don't know how many PSI, but it's a lot. So you just want to stretch into the ankle, get the toes working, mellowing out the foot, and then stretch through the front of the foot. So you just want to really focus on getting as much stretch into the front of the foot here, okay? And get all those muscles, all of those bones moving. That's the important thing, get them moving. And then to the other side, pressing down into the ball of the foot. And if you are on a mat, of course it always feels so much better. And using a roller, especially the ones that got little things on them, that will give you the best foot massage in the world, so don't skimp on it. Okay, and then just stretching through the front of the foot again. I know it looks like witch's claws and it gets worse as you get older, but it's really good for you. So stretching, feeling it in here, all those tendons working, and shaking your legs out. It's always a good thing to do, shake them out. Then taking the foot out to the front, helps your balance. You can, if you need to, step off of the mat onto the floor if you find that it's a little bit imbalanced, because sometimes even this much makes a big difference, okay? And you're just going to rotate the foot and ankle, just gently, one direction first of all, about 8 to 10 times, and then change direction the other way, and then flex that foot back towards you. So you push away with the heel, pull the toes right back towards you, engaging all the muscles in the leg, pointing it out, and flex, and point, and flex, and point, and one more flex, and point, and then take it to the other side. For those of us who did ballet when we were like about 5 or 6 years old, there were always naughty toes and good toes. I'm sure that some people might remember that. But just getting into that ankle and change the direction and flexing that foot back towards you, push away with the heel, really feel it working all the way up to here, and point, whoops, and flex and point, keep going. And shake the leg out, and there you are. The bottom part of your body is all ready and waiting to get up a little bit higher.